Hello, everybody. Welcome to stream. Thank you so much for subscribing for 15 months, both to Clara and to Black Moonstone. 15 months. it's kind of wild. 15 months is so long. So thank you. I did thank you, Clara, for pointing out that the alerts, I managed to see it when I glanced over. I was like, oh, that's not where those are supposed to be. So they have moved on that screen. Hopefully, maybe, kind of. We'll find out when there's next a thing on that screen. But hello, also hello, Orc Boy, hello, Dragon. Have I missed anybody else? I don't think so. Finals week. Oh dear. Well, hopefully we can keep you company with shenanigans in the Nether while studying and such. Boy, do I not miss finals week. I'm very happy to not have another final ever again, if I can help it. But yeah, welcome. I really wanted to stream last week and I just couldn't. The Thursday, like Tuesday was fine. Wednesday was a little rough. Thursday was bad. It was a good thing I called the stream when I did, because it just got worse from there for like maybe 12 hours, and then it eased up and it's fine. But yeah, hello Dan, welcome in. Digging. Yeah, absolutely. Also, speaking of digging, there is a new channel point redemption that you may have noticed. So if you go into channel points, it's like a daily check-in, but archaeology themed and Minecraft themed. So you can do a daily find, redeem it, and for some reason it didn't play the sound. Oh, because I don't have it on this. I know why. Hold on. Hold. I did a thing wrong. Hold on. Almost. Here we go. Okay. Now it should work. But yeah, so it's like a daily also, I didn't even notice that the first artifact I found is a piece of magenta glass. So on brand. On brand. But yeah, it's like a daily thing, and you can, that's something. What is that? T-shirt check. Oh yes. Okay. This is one that I don't think I've worn for a little while. I decided it was time to go for ghosty tee, because the ghosts are adorable. And oh gosh, also existential crisis duck wasn't lit up. Sorry about that. Can you tell I'm a little scattered today? But yeah, so I've the artifact thing, you can redeem it like once per stream, and it gives you an artifact and tells you like a random artifact from a list, and they're different like rarities. It's a whole thing. You don't have to it doesn't keep track of which artifacts you've found. That's just like a random thing from a file, but you can keep track of it if you want to. And yeah, I figured it's a fun little thing. And you can do it like one per, that's still a little bit loud, isn't it? Part of it too is figuring out what the sound levels should be. Maybe I will put this down to here. Ooh, uncommon, an iron hoe. Very nice. Yeah, so there are common artifacts, they're uncommon, rare, ultra rare, and like find of a lifetime. There are only 5 of those in the list at the moment of the finds of a lifetime, but there will be more. And yeah, I thought this was a fun way to say hello and check in. And for those of you who like keeping track of how many streams you've been to, this is one way to do that. I mean, obviously it's not the total number because all of you have been to streams before this one, but you know, we can, it's a little thing. I thought it was a fun thing. Yeah, purple candle, I like that. Purple candle. A lot of these, some of these, thank you so much for subscribing for 13 months, Mr. Gista. 13, I know, I was gonna say, that's so many. Did we miss your 1 year one? Or did we? If we didn't, thank you so much for subscribing for a full year. I don't know if we might have missed that one. So yeah, that's amazing. And also because I know like a certain portion, like the first number were Prime subscriptions. So thank you for remembering to do that every month, because I struggle to remember my Prime subscription every month. Yeah, over 15 months of streams, in fact. I know, right? How has it been that long? It's crazy. It's absurd. Yeah, it's wild. But yeah, so that's a fun little thing. And is there other stuff? That's like the big thing. Gotta run first final in 20 minutes. Okay, Orc Boy, I hope it goes well, and regardless, treat yourself afterwards. Get like a nice coffee or something, or like a cookie, because finals are rough. Yeah. I think Twitch is a bit lost in count. You missed the year also. Okay, yeah, I was wondering if there was a while where I didn't stream for like 3 weeks, and so we may have just, like, it may have been that we missed the stream where it would have been a year, and it just ticked over before I was able to stream again. That's entirely possible. But yeah, yeah, good luck, Orc Boy. Yeah, gosh, 1 year, 3 months, and 11 days. That's wild. You'll also notice that a certain number of the responses are coming from my account instead of from Stream Elements, and that's because I'm switching bots. I've switched to Mix It Up, which is one of the reasons we can do the whole artifact thing. And I'm kind of in the process of switching, so things are it's gonna be kind of a combination of things for the next few streams, but my hope is to have all of it through Mix It Up, just because it streamlines a whole lot of stuff, which is really helpful for me, and it lets us do like more stuff with alerts and things. If that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. It makes sense to me. It's gonna be better in the long run, is the gist. Yeah, the other thing to let you guys in on, although if you're in the Discord, you saw me mention this earlier, I've been thinking of starting stream a little bit earlier, like 11 a.m. my time, so 11 a.m. GMT, and then going until like 3 or so going for like 4 hours, and having like a brief lunch break in between. I'm probably also gonna end up doing some words on stream stuff, because I may or may not be obsessed with words on stream. I really like words on stream until they start having hidden letters and fake letters, and then I really struggle. Or until they start making you, like, the minimum number of letters in a word is 5 instead of 4, then my brain just dies. It's like, nope, can't do it anymore. So, but I do really like, yeah, 2 hours before today's start. Yes, that's a good way of phrasing it, Dragon. So yeah, so that's my thought. It's probably not gonna happen until the new year, just for ease, especially because as the holidays happen, there's gonna be weirdness with streams and such. But the other thing is that there are a couple projects. There's something happening potentially, theoretically, before the end of the year. We need to organize it, that you guys will be interested in. And then there's a thing happening starting early next year that I'm pretty sure most of you will be excited about. And no, that's all the information I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna be a terrible tease, and just let you know there are things in the works that are happening soonish, and they're exciting, and I'm happy. And the thing in the new year may involve a 3rd stream each week, potentially, probably. So yeah, 3 opportunities to stream instead of just 2. Hopefully, I make at least one of them work. I have been doing a bit better. I feel like I've been managing some of this better, but it's such a learning curve that it's like, it takes so long just to establish that like something is working or is helping. And then, yeah, but I think I'm doing better, sort of generally. Also for those, sorry, there is one more thing. For those who may not be aware, I have a YouTube channel, and I recently released a video on there. I think everybody who's chatting in chat knows this already, but just for any lurkers and such, I have a YouTube channel. I released a video about building Egyptian pyramids in Minecraft last week, a week ago today. So if that interests you, I will let you know. The video's an hour long, so you've been warned. But yeah, that's there, and it's fun, and you should check it out. And apparently it's like, Google searches have been leading to a decent amount of traffic on that video. So yeah, apparently Google thinks it's pretty good too. At least it's yeah. Okay, so today we're going to the Nether, because I want to get to the end. You may have watched it in parts. No, that's perfectly fine. That's great. It is an hour, so I'm kind of assuming people will watch it in parts, or at least a certain number of people, just because an hour is a lot to commit to a video. But yeah, we're going to the Nether today. I'm not remotely prepared to go to the Nether, but I would like to have an elytra soon for this world for dig season, just so that it's a little bit easier to travel around and such. And yeah, so to get an elytra, we need to get to the end, and to get to the end, we need blaze rods, and so we need to go to the Nether and preferably find a fortress. Now, here's the thing. Do we consider? Because I think we talked about bastions, about like the bastions being clearly archaeological sites that belong to the piglins, and the piglins clearly don't want you in that area, so like we can respect that. What about fortresses? Do Nether fortresses count as, well, I mean, they do count as archaeological sites, but of who? Hello, Ms. Halcyon. Welcome in. Nether hype. Yes, I'm asking existential questions about, is it existential? Deep questions about Nether fortresses. Basically, do they count as archaeological sites that I can explore? Or do we consider them belonging to withers and blazes? Like, what do withers and blazes count as? We're getting into gray area here. I mean, it doesn't really matter until we find a fortress, but I do want to get to the end. So there will at least need to be a certain amount of blaze tackling to get to the end, because, yeah, the wither skeletons and blazes seem to live there, exactly. But do we count them kind of similar to skeletons or zombies in caves? I discovered a fortress. Yes. Welcome in, Nervous Hair. Welcome, welcome. But yes, yeah. So when I'm happy to not like take stuff out of the chest and to treat those as archaeological sites. You'd say Nether fortresses are haunted sites, skellies of both sorts, infested by wildlife, which are blazes. Ah, Artisy, I like that thought. That's a really good way of characterizing it, I feel like. Because otherwise we'd have to treat everything that skeletons are in as archaeological sites, right? Well, I mean, like, as archaeological sites with living or animated invested parties that don't want you there, kind of thing. Consider it an estate sale. Yes. Yeah. So, okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go to the Nether. Here, let me get into game. Hello. Thank you so much for subscribing, Glam Pixie. Good morning. If I could add anything to Minecraft, what would I add and why? You would add lore, more lore-related content, more things to discover, maybe more structures. I agree with that. More lore, more structures. I'm a sucker for anything that I can dig up archaeologically. But if I had to choose something other than that, ooh, let's see. Oh, also, can we get a shout out for Artisy, please? Artisy's a streamer. You should absolutely follow him. He does really cool stuff. so hang on, wait a minute. I can organize. Hold on, I can do this. Wait a minute. Be able to. Oh, there we go. Dragon beat me to it because Dragon is on the ball. So yeah, click the follow button for Artisy right at the top of the screen if you're not following. It's the little purple heart, and yeah, check out their streams because they're really cool. We are getting a new structure soon. That's very true. Sorry, I was eating. Don't apologize for eating, Dragon. You're more than welcome. I was asking, then I realized I could do it myself as well. Yeah, and then of course I realized I could do it, and then my brain froze in terms of how to do it. So if Dragon was on the ball, you would have posted it before. I don't know, you were more on the ball than I was. Okay, so question of what would I add? I don't need to be down here. Okay, right. So I have a bit of a sorry state of armor situation. So, but I also have 41 diamonds. So we're gonna make some diamond stuff, and I'm only level 30, but we're gonna enchant it. I can always unenchant it and re-enchant later for the stuff that's lower than level 30, but I would like some enchantments before going into the Nether, so that I'm not totally unprepared for this. Yeah, okay, so if I could add something, I need to, hold on. Okay. I was like, have I totally failed? And the answer is not entirely, so that's good. Okay, what do we get? Unbreaking 3. Also Unbreaking 3, yeah, they are the same. I always forget which ones change. Soul Sand would be good for fast, uppy, swimmy thingies too. Very true. Would an X-ray mod be cheating or just using like an ultrasonic soil examination? So, I do like those thoughts, and there are ways of doing like geological survey in Minecraft. You can use Lightmatica actually to do like ground penetrating radar kind of stuff, to send radar radio waves into the ground and they bounce back, basically. I mean, like, there's a lot of pretend happening there, but yeah, it's entirely possible. You know what? Let's do Unbreaking. No, it's because it's the level 30 enchant. So let's do level 30 on the chest plate. Less protection, not exactly what I wanted, but you know, I'll take it for now. Unbreaking 2. Okay, right. These are not the greatest. Oh, it would help if I took these off first. Yeah, not the greatest. Let's see what the helmet does. Unbreaking 2, protection 2. I might aim for protection 2. Just because that's at least protective. and I don't trust I don't trust myself. Most of you have seen me in action. We shouldn't be trusting that I'm gonna get through this unscathed. Cause I don't know if that's possible for me. Yeah, I personally, okay, so as a builder, I would love to add vertical slabs and or slabs and stairs of every full block that we have. I would really love that. That would be fantastic. It would make me very happy. Just because like there's so many times when I'm building stuff where I'm like, oh, it would be helpful to actually don't put this here. I'm gonna forget that it's there. I should also make a shield. I need more wood. There's so many times when I'm building stuff that I would really love to have more options for things to build. Now, do I actually have obsidian? Or did I only harvest enough? Oh no, I do. I have 10. Good. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna need to find a nice block to let's do this. Well, a nice block to put on the corners because that way it doesn't look weird. I'm not gonna bother with a bow. I should say, for anybody who's new, oh, hello, Harold, welcome in. For anybody who is joining us for the first time, I do have keep inventory on in this world. Oh, and thank you for the shout outs for Dragon and Clara. Also feel free to shout out Clara as well. They're also content creators. They do a lot of stuff in Minecraft, and they also are part of ArchaeoSMP, which is my SMP world server that has a bunch of archaeologists and history archaeology enthusiasts in it. And yeah, so they're doing a lot of fun stuff on there. I feel like my inventory is too full, but yeah, so I have keep inventory on, and the reason I have keep inventory on is because I am chronically ill. I have 7 different chronic illnesses, and my brain doesn't always react quickly to things. And as I'm sure many of you know, in Minecraft, it can be really frustrating to fail on a quick reaction and lose everything. So yeah, so that's why I have it. So I'm not super worried about bringing like all of my diamonds in. Do I need to bring all of my diamonds in? No, but you know, if I feel like making a diamond axe, then that might happen. So it's fine. I'll leave this here. I might just build it like here until I figure out where to put this. Like I said, I'm not prepared. Actually, wait a minute, because I brought stuff for the corners. No. I'm a functional human. I know what I'm doing. I have a PhD, I swear. Okay, let's just do this. And this wall, it's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine. Everything, it works. Okay, all right. Let's build this. Yeah, so, sorry, going back to the question that Glam was asking. Slabs and stairs of every block, every full block that exists. I would love that. I would also love vertical slabs, although that's a lot less likely to happen, I feel like, because if it was gonna happen, it would have happened already, I feel. I could be wrong about that, but yeah. And otherwise, I agree with the lore stuff and structures. I really want to see archaeology in more structures, which I know is a little bit greedy of me because they've put it into 5 different structure types already, but I really want archaeology like everywhere. I want, and that's the other thing. I really want, what am I saying? I really want to be able to make sus sand and sus gravel ourselves and to put an item into it so that you can make your own archaeological sites with your own finds for people to dig up, which would be really cool. That's I think that they're kind of like the decorated pots being able to hold items. I think that's kind of their compromise, at least for now, for that, which is really cool. But I would really love to be able to do it with sus sand and gravel as well. Okay. Yes, and thank you, Dragon, for the reminder. Yeah, hello, Thrio. What'd you find? Some string, a rare artifact. String is like really rare in archaeology. Depending on where you are, a lot of warmer climates will have things like string preserved. But say here in Scotland, it's like not, it is not a common thing to find. So yeah. You're surprised there isn't a big ol' archaeology Minecraft mod? I'm a little bit too. I think there's some that kind of went into it. Some of it may be that there just aren't that many, like there are archaeologists who play Minecraft and there are a number of them, but a lot of them are also full-time archaeologists or full-time lecturers, so they don't really have the time to put a mod together. So that might be why. But yeah, I agree, especially because archaeology was announced in 2019, that it seems a little bit like the modding community would have thrown it in at some point, but they haven't. I really like how it came out in Minecraft. I think it's fantastic. It's the best archaeology mechanic that set of mechanics system, there we go, that I've ever seen in a game. So yeah, very happy about the new copper blocks. I am too. I'm so excited about the new copper blocks. I haven't played around with them, but I'm very excited about them. And yeah, so for those who are joining, there's a sort of daily check-in that I started where you dig up an artifact, and it's a Minecraft artifact, a Minecraft-based artifact, and they have different rarities. And so Thrio, you got real lucky with the with the rare artifact because they're pretty rare. So yeah, very happy. But I read that already. New copper blocks and the spawner dungeon update. Yeah. The spawner is really cool. I'm really bad at PvE and also PvP, so you're about to witness this as we go into the Nether. Hence why there's a bed. And also keep inventory. Last time I went into the Nether on stream, I may or may not have like walked right off of my bridge and into the lava. So, you know, thank you so much for subscribing, Men's Quack, with Prime Gaming as well. Just a reminder that you can subscribe through Prime. And welcome. Enjoy the emotes. You can make duck combinations to your heart's content. Yeah, Nether time. Shall we see? Now, I would like, given the frogs that we have over there, I would like to be near a basalt delta, but not inside of one because nobody wants to spawn inside of a basalt delta. So yeah, so we're gonna see if that happens. Here we go. Watch me be in a pool of lava. not in a pool of lava, not in the most amazing biome for a spawn, but also not in the worst. I'll take this. This is pretty good. I'm also going to write down coordinates before I forget what they are. So -1, 2, 7, 70. Oh, I didn't bring my book either. 2, 3, 6. Thank you so much for subscribing, 3 for 6 months. It's a whole new world. It is a whole new world. And it's helpful because it means that we're right in the middle of one of the biomes that I wanted to steal trees from. So that's helpful. That's good. It is also a biome that tends to have hoglins in it, so I'm a little worried about that. But you know, it's fine. I know what my coordinates are. At the very least, we can get some of this. I need Silk Touch to get the Nylium, don't I? Or yeah, this is Nylium, right? I need Silk Touch to get that, I'm pretty sure. I don't have Silk Touch, I just have Fortune 2. Pretty sure I need Silk Touch for that. But I am gonna snag this. Okay. Okay. I do have gold on, I have gold boots. I do, yeah, okay, alright, that's fine. Actually really nice if you manage to get to the nether roof, I could make a hoglin farm for food. That's also very true. And it is a goal in the series eventually, when I'm more prepared for things than I currently am. Right now, I'm gonna attempt to avoid the hoglin if I can. Just cause I don't want to be spawn camped by a hoglin, basically. There's a lot of lava, so that's good. Fun times with all the lava. This is one of the more enclosed spawns that I've ever had. I tend to end up out in the open, and this is very kind of closed off in a little alcove or something. Let's see if it opens up. Oh. I do have shears on me. If I have space in my inventory, I'll get other stuff. I don't know that I'll have space in my inventory, if I'm honest. I do want to find... Okay, so we've found the Crimson Forest. I would like to find a Warped Forest. And then I would also like to find... What else? I would like to find a fortress. We might do stuff with the fortress today, or we might not. It depends. I liked Artisy. I liked the classification that Artisy gave for fortresses, that like they're haunted archaeological sites rather than archaeological sites that are occupied by like the skeletons and wither skeletons. And haunted. Oh, there's a hoglin over there, and I don't want to go over where the hoglin is. But I do kind of need to go this way. Let's go this way. Whoa. Okay. Sorry. Jump scare. Let's not fall into lava. Let's attempt. This is, you know, I've had worse, but not by much in terms of nether spawns. There's been, yeah. Have I taken the cords? Yeah, I did take the cords. I wrote them down. The helpful thing too is that because I have keep inventory on, I can technically just perish in the nether and I will be transported back to my bed just outside of the nether portal, but I did take the coordinates because I would like to attempt to get back the normal way, the usual way. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not worrying too much about nether quartz right now. I don't have a use for it specifically. I mean, I could take the mushrooms. I don't know if I have brown mushrooms in my base. It seems a little silly though to get mushrooms from the nether instead of from the forests. Okay, all right. Because it's a thing you always forget. I always forget as well. So I'm grateful for the reminder, even if I did it already, because chances are I would have forgotten. All right, here we go. Let's see where this is. So far, we've had a lot of Nether Wastes and Crimson Forest, and I would really love a different biome. I say having been in the Nether for all of like 5 minutes, but do people get excited? I have a question. Do any of you get excited about a Nether Waste biome? Like for anything other than maybe a farm or something? Is there, and even then, does anybody get excited? Now it's just trolling me. Now it's just trolling. Do I remember where the brown ones were? No, they're over that direction somewhere. Do I care enough to get them? Probably not. I kind of want to explore. It would have been nice if I had a saddle. And I could, well, I don't have a fishing rod though, so actually it wouldn't exactly help. This was a mistake. Hold on. Let's go this way. Let's go down the staircase that I already carved for myself. I feel like continuing that way, there's not much. It's either going to be tunneling or balancing precariously. So I'm going to go the other way. Go this way and see if I can see anything. There is something out that way. Is that just... It's just more Nether Wastes, but I can't get out there. I do have blocks. I will bridge if it comes to it, but I'm gonna explore first. For you, Nether Wastes provide the opportunity to mine gold without being attacked by piglins. That is true. That's fair. That's a good point. Not really, but it's same-ish. Hold on. Where piglins won't really target. Yeah, safe-ish Nether where piglins won't target you because of the zombie pigmen. No, that's a good point. I had forgotten about that. It's a weird Nether spawn. Okay, well, we might get targeted by a hoglin, but I'm gonna go this way. And try to go that direction. Okay, well that didn't work. Hold on, let's get up. I was like, wow, that failed. That plan failed immediately. Let's get up here. Watch there be a hoglin that immediately attacks me. No, all right, we're good. It's fine. It's all fine. I'm gonna go this way. You love flying through basalt deltas? I have rarely flown in the Nether. It frightens me a little bit. I would like to fly in the Nether, but at the same time, I don't trust my flying skills. So I end up not really flying in the Nether. And basalt deltas seem like a lot of fun, but at the same time, they have a lot of obstacles. So I don't trust myself when flying. Is that a hoglin? No. Okay. All right. I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's all fine. I hear the grunting. Well, I hear it and I see it in the subtitles. And there's lava. So, you know, digging up is a great idea. It's gonna go so well, you guys. It's fine. Hoglin retreats, so that's good. They can keep retreating. Good lord. That was so loud. Hold on a second. Some of the commands, because I moved them over to a new bot, the noises aren't necessarily the right volume. Hold on while I lower that a little bit, cause goodness. Getting jump scared by my own alerts. It's fine. I'm fine. I also need to eat something. Dragon needs me to eat something. Hold on. Where's take this? And we'll do this. Why didn't I do this before coming into the Nether? I don't know. reckless abandon / impatience. That's a really bad idea. Let's not do that. Okay, all right. Which way? I just came from that way. Right? Ish. Oh, there's a hoglin right there that I really don't want to run into. Get up. Went to the Nether without a supply of food. I went to the Nether with 18 bread. Like I said, I'm not remotely prepared. That's part of what makes it fun. Or at least, hopefully, funny. Mildly, at least. Mildly humorous. Yeah, it's fine. There's a certain amount of archaeology that's just winging it, and that's like in organized fashion. We tend to have thoughts on how best to wing it, but there's a certain amount of making it up as we go that happens. Not gonna lie, the 18 bread is now toast. Yeah, 3-0, well done. Well done. Or a bow. Yeah, I don't have a bow either. I left the arrows at my house, actually. Oh, I love how I made the bread and then didn't eat it. Hold on. Hold on. You're having a heart attack just watching it? It's fine. Consequences of my actions can't be that bad, right? It's fine. Here, we'll go this way, and then we'll do that. This is, it's such a good idea right now. I'm so good at planning. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, there we go. There's a break. Okay, all right. Well, that doesn't help me feel better about this Nether spawn. That didn't really help. I was like, oh, finally, we'll be able to see stuff and move. And nope, not really. Yeah, there you go, 3-0. This is fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine. Probably. If I perish, I respawn. Oh! I mean, my methods aren't the best, but sometimes they work. So So Dragon, yeah, about that lack of food supply and such, we have just found a fortress. So, it's about to get a little bit worse, probably. Almost certainly. This is fine, dog meme. Yes, exactly. This is fine. It's all fine. I need an emote that's a "this is fine" emote. Just because I say it far too. No. How about we why not use blocks, ArchaeoPlays? Well, it's like I said, my brain doesn't react quickly to things. With anything other than panic. It will react, but with panic. All right, can we do that? Okay. All right. We're gonna slowly but surely make our way through, because I don't know if there's another way that we could really get out there. Excellent. Okay. Here, let's put this back just in case. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's fine. Everything's fine. Can I go to, is this like a 1 block? I think it is. I think it's 1 block. It's fine. Everything's fine. Is it bad that there's a part of me that doesn't necessarily want to look at chat because all of you are probably having a heart attack? Considering piglins seem to have some concept of culture, how would an archaeologist approach exploring a bastion remnant while trying to respect the piglins there? So, mentioned in the past working with owners of potential archaeological sites to obtain permission to learn about their sites. Yes. So this is something that we chatted about I can't remember. I feel like we chatted about it on this series, actually. I think it was just a question of like what, because we were talking about dungeons, and do dungeons count as like, do the mobs that spawn in dungeons count as owners of those sites? And what we've basically determined is that the undead are not, like, they're not living entities. They're undead. So it's more that they're existing and haunting the place. And in terms of like spiders and such, the spiders don't seem to have like an inherent culture necessarily. Now, obviously, I'm not a biologist or an entomologist, which is a specific biologist. There could well be stuff in studies of spiders where it's like, oh yeah, no, they have all these different ways of communicating and passing on knowledge and things. But I think for the purposes of archaeology, we're not going to worry. We decided not to worry about dungeons as archaeological sites with active stakeholders in them, which is kind of the word that we use for people who care deeply about what happens to a site and have like significant reason to care deeply. Which doesn't mean that people who care deeply just because aren't important. More like the descendant community of an ancient society, for example, should have more say in how those sites are explored today, right? Than somebody who is just really interested but has no, ancestral or cultural connection to the site, for example. So when it comes to the Bastion remnants, the piglins, it's very clear that they communicate with each other. It's very clear that they have a culture, as you say. There's at least some concept of culture there. They are living creatures, living people, shall we say. So in terms of the bastions, the other thing about the bastions is that it's very clear that they don't want me anywhere near those, right? I can go around the outside maybe, but I can't go into the bastion. They'd really rather I not. So the way that I'm going to treat bastions is basically like that. They're a structure that I can look at. I can map where they are maybe, note down coordinates of roughly where a bastion is, but I don't think it would be ethical for me in this world to go exploring a bastion remnant when it's clear that the piglins don't want me there, if that makes sense. Spiders' use of technology is well known. They use the web daily. I've missed the puns. Yeah, so that was Verdon, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of stream. That was one of the things I was asking about the fortresses, is whether those are similar to the Bastion remnants or if they're closer to a dungeon. And I think we've decided that Artisy had a really good point where because the wither skeletons and regular skeletons are, again, undead mobs, that they're more like haunting the structure, and then blazes are kind of natural creatures in a sense. So it's natural creatures combined with spooky, haunting stuff in the fortress, and therefore, well, that's fun. Speaking of, so therefore the fortresses are archaeological sites that don't have like living groups who are concerned about them and don't want you in them. So I can explore them. And a similar thing, we kind of had a similar question or a similar discussion with Elder Guardians in Ocean Monuments. And because the Guardians are like mechanical almost, or they're similar to like the Iron Golems, for example. They're not like living creatures, they're more constructs, if that makes sense, in like a RPG, tabletop RPG kind of speak, that like going through an ocean monument would also be fine, even though the Guardians clearly don't want you there, because the Guardians were created by whoever made the monument, rather than being like a group there themselves, which granted could be a sign that the people who built the monument don't want other people coming in, but so yeah, that's where it gets kind of iffy, because there's a lot of stuff in archaeology where it's clear that people in the past wanted to protect something. Ooh, okay, well, let's not go that direction. I was hoping it would go like relatively over the thing, but no. So there are points where it's clear that people in the past wanted to protect something, but generally speaking, they want to protect it from things that they know are threats. And in terms of archaeology, we don't, like, it's a gray area. So it really depends on the descendant communities. If the descendant communities share similar feelings to their ancestors, then in my not so humble opinion, that should be respected. But in terms of taking protective signs as a reason to not explore an archaeological site, that's less of a thing, unless the descendant communities are also feeling a similar way, if that makes sense. Joined a short bit after the stream started, didn't get to hear the conversation about fortresses. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Everybody take a drink. You are probably thirsty. I certainly am, because I talk far too much. But yeah, stay hydrated, take a drink of, I don't know, I mean, whatever. Maybe water is a good idea for hydration, but I'm not your boss. I still really love this mug. This is my windswept Highland cow mug that I got in Tobermory. It's pretty great. It's very characteristic of Scotland. I feel like there's a significant amount. Like, I love how there's so many things for like tourists and such, not just tourists, but like so many like knickknacks and things that are Highland cows being really adorable, and then it's oh, well, I don't know if you can see me from there. All right, okay, all right, fine. Yeah, so anyway, there's a whole bunch of like knickknacks and things, or like little stuffed animals of Highland cows being adorable, and then that mug is just windswept Highland cow. Like, yeah, that feels accurate. It feels good. Yeah. Okay, right. Oh, that's true. Now there's a wither skeleton there. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm not holding out high hopes. So let's quickly, this is Portal. Let's quickly write down where the fortress is. And that is -219, 66, 135. It's actually not that far from the portal. Maybe like 100-ish blocks, maybe 200. Okay, well, the blaze has disappeared, but now there are multiple wither skeletons. Yeah, let's see where this is. Let's go into this part. I say as if this is going to have fewer wither skeletons and such in it, but, you know, it's fine. Speaking of Highland cows, it's absurd the amount of ads you're getting for anything with a Highland cow on it this past month. I have noticed that, like, this year in particular, Highland cows are, like, everywhere in marketing and such. It's kind of funny to me. I mean, they are adorable. Maybe that's probably why, in all honesty, that they've realized people really like Highland cows, and so they're milking them for all they're worth. Ha! We talk about a lot of these types of things in the Discord. Yes, that's true, Clara. Thank you for linking that. So for anybody who's new, we do have an ArchaeoPlays Discord. We talk a lot about archaeology. There are actually a few questions from Ziddings that I need to, and also one from Skulk, I think, that I need to answer. There is like a section of Ask an Archaeologist, so you can ask, and at least one of the archaeologists, I mean, I might answer, I try to answer, but there are other archaeologists on the server who are free to answer as well, if they feel comfortable doing so. And sometimes I take some time to answer, not because the question isn't important, but because with my 7 chronic illnesses, sometimes words are not a thing that my brain likes to do. So I try to wait until my brain is a little more functional. But yeah, so fetch right now. Hello, Scotty, welcome in. What about the descendant communities that live in the area that the previous culture lived in, but don't have a connection to that previous culture? So that, yes, that is also where it gets really into a gray area. So an example of this could be Inuit cultures in the area where the Dorset people existed, for example. So the Dorset don't have any living cultural relatives today, like there's no genetic link really, and this is for like very northeastern Canada and also parts of Greenland. But the Inuit are there. So do the Inuit get a say in what happens with Dorset sites on their land? And the answer is yes. Generally speaking, the landowners, number one, get a say just because they own the land. So that happens a lot. But also it really depends on the situation, I guess. If there's like huge amounts of stake put into the views of communities that are not descendant communities but that live in the area. And it really depends. A lot of it'll depend on what that community is saying. So we try to aim for preservation, basically. And so a lot of the time, it's less about like, do we excavate the site? The other thing. Okay, so the other element of this is that it depends on. I love how I'm just sitting here where things. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me make a box. Let me make a wither skeleton box just in case, as I sit here talking about this. Okay, so part of the complications are that if say you have ancient site from culture A, right, and then culture A moves on or merges or something, it's been several thousand years, and culture B moves into the area, chances are culture B has been there for a while, like generations. And therefore culture B also has their own beliefs about what is in the area and what's around and how it should be treated. So you end up getting into this. That's part of why it's kind of like a case. Well, it's mostly why it's kind of a case by case basis, because it's really difficult to. Yeah, it really depends on the balance between those communities. However, the other element, the other complication here, I know, so many donut tangents, such a donut tangent. The other complication is that we don't necessarily know what culture A wanted done with the site, right? Just because a culture builds a site, that doesn't necessarily mean that they want it preserved for all eternity, or it doesn't necessarily mean that they want it excavated, or that they don't want it excavated. It just means that they built a site, right? So, and the difficulty with cultures that don't have descendant communities, so in this example, say culture A, that culture kind of, closed off or maybe merged into other cultures, but there isn't really a clear cultural link to people who are alive today. The difficulty there is that we can't just go ask them what, people from culture A, what they would have wanted. It all depends on if they say anything that happens to survive into today. But then the other element is, or other additional complication, and this will happen, a really easy, clear example of this, or several examples, are things like Native American or First Peoples cultures in North America. Many of those groups, their ancestral lands are in a different place to where they currently are. And that's because of colonialism. Colonialism moved them off of their ancestral lands and onto things like reservations, for example. And the difficulty there becomes, they're going to have opinions on what happens in their ancestral lands that may not be where they're currently living today. But then there are other people who are potentially living on those ancestral lands who also have opinions about what should be done. So it really is like a whole case by case thing. And a lot of it will depend. Oh, sorry, I moved my mouse. I ran into my mouse. A lot of it'll depend on what the communities are saying, if that makes sense. And a lot of the time, do I dare say this? Yeah, I'll say it. Good archaeologists ideally are trying to come to a decision that that is as good a compromise as possible, right? Or if there are clear like levels of stakeholder, then coming to a conclusion that honors the stakeholders with the largest investment in the site, if that makes sense, the largest stake, for lack of a better word. So a lot of archaeology is also just kind of mitigating between different groups of people. However, there are archaeologists, and I don't agree with them, as you can probably tell. There are archaeologists who feel that everything should be able to be excavated and science for science sake, and that particularly a lot of the time you'll see these individuals talking about human remains and how archaeology should be able to do effectively whatever it wants with human remains that are recovered, and that we should be able to excavate any site, even if we are, say, like white Europeans or white North Americans, and the site we're excavating is a First Peoples or First Nations site that the tribe has told us they don't want excavated. So there are archaeologists like that out there, and they're generally speaking, thankfully these days, they're largely most archaeologists that I've seen are not in favor of those views. And so when those people, for example, start to have papers that they're going to present at a conference that is using that kind of rhetoric, there will be lots of petitions or petitions with many, many signatures from archaeologists to the conference, for example, saying this is not something that archaeology says is okay. And so the good news is that people are pushing back against that a lot, but that doesn't mean that those people don't exist. So yeah, drama. There's a lot of drama in archaeology as well. Do you think that thinking might be aging out? Exactly. I agree, Harold. I think we're getting to a point where I would say like easily 90 to 95% of archaeologists are of the camp of respecting the people's wishes about what happens with archaeological sites. I'd say it's at this point a relatively small number that are still like way out in the sort of extreme end of that line of thinking of we should be able to do whatever we want because science is science and whatever. There are still people, there are larger numbers of people who are kind of veering in that direction slightly or something, but it is the majority of archaeologists are generally not in that camp. There's gray area everywhere, so it does get into a gray area when it comes to things like, say, the Elgin marbles. Okay, should those be returned to Greece? Most archaeologists agree that they should, but there are archaeologists who feel that they shouldn't and that they should remain in the UK, for example. Or there are archaeologists who feel that objects that were acquired by different nations and museums through colonialism don't need to be repatriated to those nations. I am not one of those archaeologists. I think repatriation is a valuable thing and should be done. But there are people out there who disagree. But yeah, there's a lot of gray area that you can get into of like, well, what about this specific scenario or that specific scenario? And it all depends on the scenario. But yeah, I think in the last like 15 years, I've seen a sizable shift away from like the whole science is a noble pursuit and therefore should be able to do anything kind of thinking, and the thinking of maybe we should actually, we need to be respecting what people are asking us to do with the past or what they're asking us not to do with the past, for example. So yeah, but there's often drama. There's a lot of questions about that in the media and also on social media and things, and so there's always I'm calling it drama. There's always questions and situations that people are trying to navigate through with that kind of stuff. It comes up every few months in archaeology social media, basically. But yeah, I hope that answers the question. Kind of a rambling answer. I'm not a fan of hearing a ghast outside. Shall we look in this chest and see what's in here? I'm not going to take anything because this is an archaeological site and I shouldn't be treating the artifacts as mine to use, but actually, I'm going to do a prediction. Hold on. Wait a minute. We're going to do a prediction. How do I do a prediction again? Where is it? Is it this one? Not a poll. Prediction. Yeah. We're gonna start a prediction. We're gonna do... Is there... Oh, it would be helpful if my keyboard would work. Oh, okay. Okay, keyboard was just freaking out for a minute there. Is there a saddle in this chest? Yes. Hold on. I can type. Or no. Nope. All right, we're gonna do a 5-minute prediction. I know I've already rambled. I should have done this ages ago, but it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna start a prediction. Got it. Okay. Prediction is up. Is there a saddle in this chest? What do you think? Feel free to predict with channel points. I mean, you don't have to, but the last time I was in the Nether on stream, yeah, my luck with saddles, exactly. I have found so many saddles on ArchaeoSMP. I had like 10 at one point, 10 or 15. It was absurd. A lot of them were in villages, but a lot of them were in the Nether Fortress as well. So yeah, let's see. I like that so far there are 2010 channel points in yes. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then there was like 10 channel points in nope. And I was like, ooh, okay. Hello, Coco, welcome in. Welcome. You think there isn't a saddle? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure. I feel like it would be just like the Minecraft gods to not have a saddle in here for me. But given my luck with saddles, I often find saddles in Nether fortresses and villages. You believe, Ms. Halcyon? Excellent. I probably should have put that to like a 3-minute prediction instead, but it's you know, it's fine. Oh, it would help if I were actually... I was about to do a thing. I was gonna do this so that you could see my character, but I was tabbed out of the window and yeah, I know how to play a video game. We are also gonna take a break, but I'm gonna do a little more exploring before we take a break because I just went on a long tangent and you guys didn't have much to didn't have much to actually look at. So we'll finish the prediction. We'll see if there's a saddle. And then I'll explore some more, and then we'll take a break. But yeah, how much? This is the thing. Now that I'm tabbed out. All right, we still have a while before the prediction. I should have put it at a lower. No, don't worry about the tangent at all. It's a good question, and it's a valuable question, and it's been a while since we talked about it as on stream. So a lot of people who are now regulars on the stream maybe haven't heard elements of that conversation at least. And I don't know that I've gone that in depth with it before necessarily, just because there is like academic politics involved. But at this point, I care a lot less about academic politics. So I'm just gonna say how I feel about it. Yeah, thankfully there's been a lot of like repatriation. Oh, that's true. We could go for a break while the prediction runs. That's true. That's very true. But the prediction's almost over. It's fine. I'm rambling. It's a good idea though, Dragon. it's a good idea. What am I saying? Oh, what was I saying? There have been a lot of like repatriation efforts in... Hello, Pops, welcome on in. We found another fortress and there's a chest. Yeah, I see you've predicted that there is a saddle in this chest. Yeah, so there have been a lot of really good repatriation efforts recently, which is really nice to see. And a certain amount of it has been, a lot of it actually has been like done with heavy consultation with the group that the objects are going back to, which sounds obvious and like that should be the default, but it doesn't always happen that way necessarily. Whereas recently the stuff I've been seeing, it seems like a lot of people are really trying to send things back to the communities that are that want them back, basically, and or trying to figure out if communities want these objects back, and trying to return them in culturally sensitive ways, which is good. It would be nice if a lot more institutions did that, but yeah, I like seeing the steps that are happening. I feel like they're good steps in a good direction. We need to keep it going that direction, and such. But yeah. Anyway, we're almost done with the prediction. We'll find out if there's a saddle. We'll see if I survive some wither skeletons. I probably won't. I'm so unprepared. I was planning on doing this on last Thursday, and then I was ill, and then I was like, that's fine, I'll prepare over the weekend, and then I didn't because I was still ill. So so this is what we've got. We've got 16 bread and not much in the way of supplies. It's fine. I do have a bunch of diamonds. Again, for those who are newer, I have keep inventory on because I'm chronically ill, and losing all your stuff in Minecraft is rough to begin with. To lose it all when your brain is doing basically processing chronic illness and chronic pain just feels really bad. So I have keep inventory on here. Okay, what's the worst that can happen? Exactly, the worst that can happen is a wither skeleton says hello, like right there. and then we end up back in my cave in the overworld, and that's when we say, okay, let's take a 5-minute break and then get back to it. But yeah, okay. Is there a saddle in this chest? Are we ready? There is. This, I'm very sorry to all of you who failed. Oh wow, the yeses. You guys are about to win big. The yeses are winning big. I hadn't checked on the final proportion. My luck with saddles, you guys, I swear. Okay, I need to make sure I'm choosing the correct outcome. I appreciate that they're like, are you sure this is the correct outcome? Because there have been so many people who accidentally choose the wrong one. Yeah, congrats to the yeses. I thought, oh, sorry, am I still, oh no, hold on, it's good, I'm fine. I definitely thought, I hadn't looked at it. I thought it was at least slightly more even, so congratulations. It is what it is. Yes, it is. Everybody take a drink. You are probably thirsty. I know I am, because it gets really warm in this office, this tiny little office. It doesn't help that both my and my husband's computers are in this room, along with our refrigerator, because our kitchen isn't big enough to hold a refrigerator. Our kitchen is so small. So our refrigerator's in here and our boiler's in here. So yeah, it's a warm room. It's a warm room. I have a fan on. It's December and I have a fan on. It's December and 6 degrees outside and I have a fan on. It's so warm in this room. 5,000 points back into your bank. You can afford steak tonight. Yeah. That's more than my Minecraft character. I mean, technically I have the cows. I just haven't. I feel badly. I like my cows. Okay. We came from that way. Yes. Good. Okay. I also love that I didn't really... What? I was like, well, I have some wood. I don't have that much wood, actually. So I don't actually have that many torches to mark. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, okay. All right. You're fine. I'll take you. Less enthused about that dude. This is where I start getting nervous. Okay. I do want nether wart, because we're here. Give me nether wart. I only need one. I only need one of these. Actually, I probably here. Let's just clear it out, because I'm gonna want more. There is some that's like relatively near to my. Oh, I probably should have also It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, hold on. I keep hearing noises, and because it's all dark, yeah, is it dark for you guys? Can you guys see what's going on? If it's too dark, let me know, and I will see what I can do. I think it might just be me because I have lights like right in front of me, so they're also washing out the game a little bit. Do I know where I am in this nether fortress? No. Am I gonna try to find out? Probably also no. Reckless abandon, I say as I hurt myself. I can also just do this. Because I don't have fire tick on either, because I like to build with fire. So I could just do that. Don't do this in real life. When you're exploring an archaeological site, don't just light it on fire. Okay, hang on. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Never mind. That was my Minecraft player taking over from our archaeology self. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm an ethical archaeologist. I just spent a long time talking about ethics. It's fine. It is dark. Okay. Ooh. Okay. All right. Let me see. Options. Video. Ooh. Brightness is bright. Okay. So what I'm hearing is I should probably install a mod that lets me adjust the gamma. Yeah, I probably need to do that, don't I? Because I don't think there's a if brightness is all the way up, I don't think I have a way of making it brighter without a gamma thing, which has been on my list of things to invest in. I could do, you know what? Here, for right now, oops, hold on. Dwarf Vision is best mod. There is a brighter nether pack on Vanilla Tweaks. Oh, that's true. That's very true. Okay, for right now, I'm gonna do, yeah, I'll just do this. Effect, give ArchaeoPlays night vision, and we'll just do infinite, and I'll take it off at the last, at the end of stream, just so that you guys have a little bit brighter thing to look at, right? No shader pack that allows for the torch in hand to light the area. So I think the torch in hand is lighting the area. It's just not lighting it very much, is the thing. Because I know this pack does do the torch in hand thing. Or at least I'm pretty sure it does. It was doing it during the Egyptian video, but it doesn't do it. It's because the lights are like all fancified. They're a warmer glow and a smaller radius in a lot of shader packs, if that makes sense. Last summer there was one time you nearly had to leave your excavation at noon because of fires nearby. Yeah. Please don't set fire to your friendly archaeologists. Absolutely not. Oh, goodness. Johanna, I'm really glad that you guys are safe from that, but I'm also very sorry that you had to leave a site early from fire issues. Because that's a lot. That's another thing is that, like, so one of the things that people are disappointed by a lot in archaeology is that it's not like super mega adventure Indiana Jones kind of thing. However, a lot of the time doing archaeology, you will do things that you didn't think were necessarily, okay, that is where I came from, good. You didn't think were necessarily something you would ever do. You kind of end up in situations where it's like, what am I doing right now? How is this real? And that's definitely, yeah, fleeing from a fire while excavating a site is definitely on that list. Oh, right, wonderful, fantastic. Okay, well this is good. Hi, hello. Let's take a screenshot for the coordinates. Nope, get away from me. Excuse me. Aw. That's fine. I got one. At this point, I'm not caring too much. I know I'm gonna burn. It's fine. Aw. How many did I get? 2. That's pretty good. Okay, well. You didn't have to leave. You nearly had to leave. That's true. That's very true. But it was kind of close, which you saw in the afternoon when driving back to the house. Driving by fires on the side of the road feels weird, though. I agree with that. I have done that. The second time that the Glasgow School of Art caught fire, we were driving by it on the highway that goes by it, and it was like this roaring blaze, and it was surreal. And that's not even a forest fire, so I can imagine. Okay, let's. Part of why I didn't worry so much about those blazes is also because we need to take a break. So let's take a break, and then I'll go back and we can. You know what? I'm gonna put a poll in the chat during the break. Whether we keep exploring the fortress, whether we farm blaze rods, or whether we try to see try to find some other biomes. I'll leave it up to you guys. I'll do a poll. Okay, let me go to chatting. Hold on. Let me organize that poll. Poll. New poll. What do? That is not how you spell do. Oh, that's a good sign. All right. Fortress exploration. Blaze. Hold on. I can type blaze. I'll just say fighting. I can't come up with a good, I'm sure there's a good word in there that sounds better than fighting, but I can't think of it. I was thinking of farming, but I'm like, then people might think I'm building a blaze farm. I don't want to build a blaze farm. I don't have the resources. Or biome hunting. I suppose blaze hunting is also, look, it's fine. All right, I'm going to start the poll. We're going to take a 5-minute break. I am also going to run a 3-minute ad during the break to get rid of pre-rolls for people coming in. But it's going to be entirely during the break. You're not going to miss anything. So I like to run the ads on the breaks so that you don't have to worry about it. And yeah, get a snack, get something to drink, and we'll come back and do whatever it is you guys vote on. Here we go. I will start the poll. And... yes. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. See you guys in 5 minutes. welcome back. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I should have hit back to game. It's fine. I just didn't want to accidentally creeperify my base. Knowing me, I probably would have, even though, knowing me, I would have found a way. It looks like biome hunting won, so we're gonna biome hunt, and we'll do maybe what we can do is do the Nether Fortress stuff on Thursday. I know what day it is. I'm a functional human. It's fine. Okay, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna put some of this stuff away. I'll just keep that for a hot second. Hold on. We're gonna put some of my stuff away and maybe pick up some more logs just so that I have more torches if I want them. I mean, we're not in the Nether Fortress, so I don't necessarily need them, but it could be a helpful thing. Logs are a helpful thing. Here, let's do that. And then I'm gonna, this is gonna be my I'll deal with it later Nether box. Hold on. Dealing with it later. We don't need a boat in the Nether. We definitely don't need a boat in the Nether. I'm gonna put that away as well, because that's gonna annoy me. Crimson stem. I think we're fine, because we're right at the crimson forest anyway. Put those. I do need food, don't I? I have so many eggs. I have way too many eggs. I do have more wheat, so that works. I could do wheat. What's down here? Hold on. Have I cooked anything recently? I have pumpkin pie. I have a bunch of pumpkin pie. I feel like that could work. Oh no, it calls it duck? I mean, I guess that makes sense, but oh no. Okay, well, I'm never eating this. It's fine. The one downside of the duck mod. Also, for those, hang on, I need to show people who may not know about this, because it's amazing. There is a texture, a resource pack, mostly texture, but they also quack, that turns all of the chickens into ducks. It's amazing. It's so cute. I love it. I have way too many ducks, but there's no such thing as too many ducks. Also, I do have frogs. I have yet to, they like to hang out outside of this lovely pond that I built for them. So, you know, there's so much gratitude. You're welcome. Yeah. I mean, this is fun. I'm okay with them sitting on the wall. That's okay. Spending 90% of their time outside the wall. Mister. I'm less enthused by it. But this is cute. That's cute. As this frog jumps. I haven't hatched a green frog yet, not because I don't have the biome, but because I don't have the leads. I need string. And I haven't gone and gotten string yet. I probably should. But anyway, that exists for people who are curious. It's amazing and I love it. The downside is that it renames raw chicken and cooked chicken to raw duck and cooked duck. And as a duck lover, I can't do that. So that's fine. Eggs. We're gonna put eggs here. Okay, I have food at this point. I don't want to see. I use a lot of hay bales in my in my builds, so I don't want to turn the wheat into bread if I'm not gonna use it. But I also want to have it on hand just in case. And then torches. I have a lot of logs and coal. I probably should actually just make some sticks, though, shouldn't I? There we go. 24 sticks. There we go. 24 torches. That should be enough. Eventually, probably. Eventually is not a word that I meant there at all. We're reaching the part of the afternoon where my brain starts to check out, which is part of why exploring the Nether is fun, because when my brain starts to check out, funny things happen. Okay, all right, here we go. let's explore some biomes, and also let me eat first before I go. Maybe quack. Yes, I love the quacking. It's amazing. It's my favorite. Such a good resource pack. Okay, let's see if we can find a warped forest and a basalt delta, because let's be honest, those are my main priorities. The Soul Sand Valley is kind of, I mean, that's interesting, but it's not like, I'm not worried about it too much. I don't generally have need for huge amounts of soul sand. Or if I do, it's like I'm building a farm. I'm not building a farm anytime soon for anything really. So soul sand isn't an absolute necessity. I probably should get this, although I'm not remotely competent enough to use it before getting attacked by a hoglin. So I like to think that I will use it on time, but I don't know that I will. This song is very loud. Is this song very loud for other people? This song is very loud for me. Unless my headphones may have changed their volume. I know what keys I'm pressing. I'm a functional human. Okay, well, that side wasn't exciting. This... Okay, this is cute. That's cute. I like that. I'm more enthused about my nether spawn. That's cute. I like the little tunnel. It's good. It's a good time. Okay, all right. So many noises. So many noises. Okay, all right. Where are we going? This is not a biome that I want. Oh. Oh. I'm trying to decide if this is the same fortress, and it might be. It also might not be. I mean, it's a lot closer. Or it feels a lot closer. I mean, I was in negative, what was I at? Negative 219 and then 135 was where the other entrance was. Oh, right. Well. I love that I'm going biome hunting, and instead I find an additional fortress that is covered. Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's now I'm curious if this is the same one or if this is here. Wait a minute. Let's just take a screenshot just before I forget about coordinates. The chances of me perishing here are high. So I'm curious. Yeah, it is. Okay. All right. Excellent. Ooh, there's wither skeleton there. Okay. Well. I'm gonna go this way. And then I'm gonna go... Came from that direction. Let's go this direction. The lava. Okay, let's go the lava way, because we do want to biome hunt. Okay, this shield is less helpful. I mean, you know what I mean. In the way that shields are. Okay. Well, cool. That's useful. This is a big fortress then. I thought it was, I mean, like, I knew it was large-ish, but, like, I didn't think it was as large as I think it is now. Oh. I'm a functional human, I swear. Oh! Can you get up here? You can't! Ha! You're stuck! That's helpful. I can't reach him, though. I mean, I can if I go down there. I'm not going down there. We're biome hunting. I don't want to end up back at my nether portal. I mean, I do eventually, but I'd like us to explore at least a little bit before that happens. let's maybe go down. All these guys with enchanted weapons. I mean, I am on hard mode, hard difficulty. Hey, Basalt Delta, cool. All right, let's try and get over there so that the coordinates I get are accurate coordinates instead of coordinates of me. This is maybe not quite. I feel like we came close to this area though, and maybe just missed the Basalt Delta. I feel like that. This bit with the gravel and the bit of soul soil or soul sand down there is looking familiar. Maybe not. Maybe it's different. Either way, there's a Basalt Delta that isn't that far. It is right next to the fortress. The fortress is partially in the Basalt Delta. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Probably not great in terms of mob spawning. But at the same time, I don't do things that require... Well, I say this. I was about to say I don't do things that require huge amounts of frog lights, but I do like frog lights, so I probably shouldn't make commitments about how few frog lights I'm gonna use, because they're probably gonna be wrong. Okay, ooh. Let's be somewhere where Magma Cube can't just knock me off willy-nilly. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. So at the moment, I really just need... I mean, the Soul Sand Valley is fine just for a hot tourist destination, but really, I'd like a warped forest because warped wood is the best wood. Well, that's not true. Spruce wood is the best wood. Warped is... I really like warped wood for, like, accents. Like, the warped trapdoor. I really like that it's, like, a similar color to corroded copper or bronze. So it just looks like this raw iron kind of... Well, I mean, not iron. Raw copper or bronze kind of deal. I like it. I want access to warped wood for the trapdoors, because the trapdoors are good. Also goes well with prismarine. Yes, very true. I do need to, yeah. We need to be like, we need to excavate some sites soon. So I need my gear to, I need an XP farm, number one. And I need better enchantments on my gear. And I also need mending, which requires a village that happens to have mending. So the chances of me getting mending quickly is relatively low, but you know, I can dream. Okay, where do I want to go from here to find a warped forest? Probably this way, don't I? Oh, that was smart of me. I'm so good. I'm a professional. At least I'm gonna keep telling myself I'm a professional. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself. Okay, all right, let's get up here. Can I go? There's lava there. So I would recommend not doing that, ArchaeoPlays. Let's get back up. Can I get back up? Is it possible? I forgot about efficiency being on this pickaxe. In my mind, it's just Fortune 2. So I always forget that there's efficiency on it. And yeah, and then moments like that happen where I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, all right, I'm just gonna keep using iron because if I can find mending, it would be nice to not have to continually make diamond picks. That would be good. Let's go this way. I kind of want to get over there, I think. Of course, I'm saying this. You all know that I get turned around really easily, so if it looks like I'm going back literally where I came from, let me know. But I feel like going over there and then continuing west, maybe, is the way to go. I just need to get down. Looking forward to the copper trapdoors and grates. Me too. Those look so good. I'm so happy for more, oh man, more uses for copper as well, just because the last couple of times it's been like, oh, we'll put in more uses. All right, here we go, guys. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Mostly because the last few times where they've been like, we're gonna add more uses for copper, it's been in a mob vote. And while the copper golem is adorable, I liked the Grouchy Lettuce Boy better, so I voted for Grouchy Lettuce Boy, who also didn't win. And then there was, what was it? There was some other thing that was going to be copper oriented, or maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering. Entirely possible. Yeah, let's get over here. Okay, there's a thing that way. Let's go up this way. Let's go west-ish like I said I was gonna go. Let's go the direction I originally planned on going and then lost track of. Hey, west is the right direction-ish. Yeah, west, northwest. That's not bad. This is like all of the biomes, aside from Soul Sand Valley, but it's basically all the biomes within like, I don't know, 500 blocks? Oh. Apparently I've been to a Soul Sand Valley. It must have been one of those relatively small patches of soul sand. So that's cool. Nice. Or it could have been when I was in the fortress. Some of that might go into one that I just didn't know was there. Cool. Sweet deal. Let's keep track of where this is. Now, let's not get annihilated by Enderman. That's the new goal. New goal. Don't die to Enderman. Okay, that's not as close as I was hoping it would be. I was like, I'll just build a small bridge. I could still bridge, but I don't really want to use that many blocks. So, you know, this is where the slight laziness element, the laziness and reckless abandon parts of my gameplay are shining through quite a bit this afternoon. Hello, Enderman. Don't mind me. Just getting some of the second best wood in the game. Of course, I say that. I also really like dark oak. And oak is fine. I like birch. Birchwood is good. I don't really like the birch log texture. I mean, I think it's accurate for a birch tree, but it's not like my favorite log to use. But I am a fan of birch planks and such. I'm also happy, like, so hang on. I should, well, it's fine. Yeah. On ArchaeoSMP, I built in Savannah, and Savannah's fine, but there's like nothing happening in Savannah. there's not much that happens in a Savannah, compared to the other biomes. So I'm excited in this series to be out of a Savannah. Not that I dislike savannas, they're a little bit boring in Minecraft at the moment. I'm excited for the armadillo. I feel like the armadillo will make savannas feel a lot more, what am I saying? A lot more alive. At the moment, they just kind of feel there's not much there. And then, I love how I'm doing this with an axe. There's not much there, and then there's like, the villages that are there are a little bit like borked because I can't jump up there. It's fine. I know I'm a professional. The villages are a little bit borked because the crops, the water in the crops, it's a cool idea, but it doesn't generate well. So I really want, like, if they could fix the generation of I don't need that in my hotbar. If they could fix how Savannah villages generate really just the crop fields, but also the buildings. Like there's several buildings that the villagers can't get into or can't access the job block for. So it would be nice if we could get some update to that. Hopefully with the armadillo, that'd be really cool. Just a biome update, Savannah edition. That'd be good. Because even the jungles, like I don't really do much with the jungles anymore. I had a base in a jungle for on a server with a friend for like a year or something. So I'm a little jungled out, which is why I'm not on a jungle in any of my current seasons. But even them, they've got like unique resources, and you know that's more than just jungle wood, and they have mobs that are like pandas and things. And such. So it'd be nice if we could get some more of the oh, I shouldn't have done that there. I should have. If you break it there and then there and then there and then there. Is that it? Yeah. So, okay, this is something I learned a couple months ago. Hello, Robert Skitch. And yes, they should do a villager update. I agree. I'm happy to ramble about that, but let me tell you guys this thing. Okay, so with these vines, if you break them with shears at the bottom, you're only guaranteed one vine, and then every vine above it has a percentage chance of falling. But if you break them from the top individually, they will always, each segment will always drop one vine. So if you're harvesting these vines in the Nether, don't break them at the bottom. Break them from the top down. There you go. The more you know. Learning with ArchaeoPlays. This is hopefully not the same Crimson Forest. I mean, it could be, actually. We're not very far from the portal. We're like 600 or 700 blocks away. So it could be a big Crimson Forest, but hopefully it's not. Yeah, so villager update. I would love a villager update. Number one, I really like the ideas that they have for villagers, or that they had in the experimental bits. But I would say make it something that can be toggled, or make the things that are in, well, number one, either make it toggleable or have swamp and swamp and jungle villages added to Minecraft natural generation of villages. I feel like forcing players to build a village in a biome that they're like, how do you signal to a player that that's what they have to do? You know, just to get certain enchantments. And granted, the enchantment system in general is not very intuitive. I don't know that anybody really figures out how to do it before, without like watching a YouTube video. Maybe I haven't gotten super far into Pirapito's thing, but maybe he's figured out enchantments, but I don't think so. And he's been playing the game without spoilers for years at this point. So like, there's a point where you need to signal to players that whatever mechanic you're doing is an option in the game, and building a new village to get new villagers to get enchantments that are relatively rare feels like a lot that players shouldn't be expected to intuit from the game, right? You'd love to have seasons. Oh, I'd love to have seasons in Minecraft too. There is, I think Sliced Lime was working on a seasons data pack, I believe. It may have been a full-on mod, but I think it was a data pack. But there were, it was in beta. I think it's still in beta. When it first went into beta, there were some issues with the way that it kind of, I don't even know exactly what the issues were, but there were some issues that people were having with it working in their worlds. So I think parity, there was an issue with like versions and parity, and then like all Minecraft stuff, especially on Java edition, sometimes things just glitch, and mods that work for one person don't work for another, and nobody quite knows why. So I haven't heard anything recently about the what am I saying? About the seasons, about Sliced Lime's seasons data. I think it was a data pack. I haven't heard anything recently about it being sort of fully released in that sense. But I hope he's still working on it because it's really cool, and it would be amazing to have. I really wish, because that's the other. Yeah, I really like the taiga because it's very snowy and it's I don't know. I like taiga biomes. I like snowy taiga. I like the old growth spruce forest kind of or taiga old. I love all the spruce forest biomes basically, spruce wood biomes. But I also like if there were a birch forest that, or like a birch and oak, like a regular old growth forest or whatever that was in fall, I would 100% build a base there. And I know in mods there are like autumnal looking biomes and those are fine, but they're autumnal the whole time. And like, so it's cute and I like it, but I would love it if it changed. I would really love it if it changed. And also in my archaeologist guide world, sorry, I'm just seeing, did we, this is south. So that's, yeah, okay. So that's where it came from. I know how to do directions. Was that me? Did I do that? I don't think I did, because this wouldn't be Nylium if I did. Okay, well, weird Minecraft gen. What am I saying? Since I'm in a snowy taiga biome in my Archaeologist Guide series, which is continuing soon, it's been on a little bit of a hiatus while Minecraft had its archaeology mechanics release. But my next video is going to be an Archaeologist Guide. And then the next video after that is going to be a Minecraft archaeology video that connects to the Archaeologist Guide video. It's going to be, I have plans. Did that hoglin just knock the other hoglin into the lava? Did you? I think we may have witnessed a hoglin murder. I feel like that. I don't know how I feel about that. I also don't really want to go into the Crimson Forest because it has hoglins and I don't like hoglins, but we do technically have to find a soul sand biome. It was a lava stiff. Yeah. Hello, Polternome. Welcome in. Welcome. You think it's the Serene Seasons mod that adds actual seasons? Oh, that's cool. Data pack, yeah, but very unstable. Yeah. Yeah. I hope that he can find a way to make it more stable because it's such a good idea. And it's cool to know that there is a mod that does seasons. I don't think I knew that. Oh. How long will ArchaeoPlays last in a Crimson Forest with hoglins? Probably not very long. I feel like I might want to go that direction, actually. Because this direction, I feel like it's about to become a lava ocean really quickly. Let's go this way. Yes, but I agree, villager overhaul would be great. I would also love a little bit more variety in the types of buildings that villages have, which I know is probably, it feels like I'm asking a lot because we already have a decent amount of variety in villager buildings, but they're all in the same style, in a sense. Like they're using the same like 4 blocks or something. Well, maybe not 4. That's probably a little bit of an exaggeration. Excuse me, but it would be nice to see a little bit more variety in terms of like what these things are. Everybody stretch. Hello, Sheepscalibur. Welcome on in. Or hello if you've been lurking for a while. Thank you for this shout out for Polternome and for Harold. Harold, I didn't know that you streamed. That's cool. Harold also makes YouTube videos, so you should definitely check him out on YouTube. Just joined. Hello, everybody stretch. We've been sitting for a while. I did also T-shirt check. Yes. Okay. I did also, we had a break like an hour ago. Well, no, like half an hour ago. So hopefully you stretch then, but if not, stretch now. Also T-shirt check. Hold on. Let me hold. Before a hoglin creeps up on me and destroys me in the nether. T-shirt is ghosties. My little ghost T-shirt. I like it a lot. It's great. You did that backwards. Have you missed anyone? Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. You're totally fine. You're all good, dragon. Spook tea. Yeah, I like it. I think they also call it freshly brewed tea, which I enjoy as well. It's quite good. If you want the full seasonal experience, there's also the Tough as Nails mod, or whatever the current equivalent is, which adds freezing mechanics, and I believe is compatible with Serene Seasons. Ah, there are freezing mechanics in, so there's a mod pack that's like, oh, I forget what it is, but it's basically like survival in a frozen world where there are freezing mechanics. It's a rough mod. I enjoyed it while I was playing it. I didn't get super far because there was only so much I wanted to deal with freezing mechanics, but it was interesting. It definitely makes you approach the game differently, which I'm all about. I love mods or playstyles that like kind of force you to approach the game differently. I'll get back into this while I ramble. I'll get back here. That way you can look at stuff while I ramble instead of just looking at me. I mean, I'm sure I'm not bad to look at either, but, you know. All right, what am I doing? Let's get down here. Let's not fall into the lava. I want to get over there, but I am curious if this will take me a safer... No, I don't think it will. All right, never mind. Let's go this way. So we've found all of the biomes so far, and we've also found at least one nether. Yeah, it is the same nether fortress. We did check. I found the same nether fortress twice, which was great. So yeah, we're really looking for a Soul Sand Valley, which technically I've gone into according to the game because I do have the hot tourist destination. But if it was a Soul Sand Valley, it was a very small one. So ooh. Let's not go near that. So I'd like to find one that's a little bit bigger before we end stream. And yeah, and then next stream, what we'll probably do is prepare, like get some blaze rods. I mean, I managed to get 2 before the blazes took me out because I am not prepared for blaze farming. But yeah, I am still playing with keep inventory, yes. Which is one of the reasons why I didn't worry so much about being taken out by blazes earlier, because I was like, it's fine. I'll keep stuff. Yeah. Oh, it's a magma cube. I was like, what is that? It's just the backside of a magma cube. It would help if I actually had a weapon. Why are you... I mean, hello. Okay, all right. So today started, right, story time. Today started, well, really it started last night when both of my hips started stabbing me. From about 10 p.m. last night until about noon today. So thankfully they've stopped now, which is good. But I think my performance with that magma cube is maybe an indication that my brain is a little bit in chronic illness mode. I mean, when isn't it? But like, you know what I mean. There's a bit of my brain that's like, are we done yet? Which is not most, like, I enjoy streaming. I'm enjoying this stream, and I do want to find a Soul Sand Valley, but. To answer any questions about keep inventory, I feel like it's warranted at the moment, basically. What I'm saying is it's probably warranted. I mean, that's another nether fortress. Unless it's the same one. I suppose it could be. Maybe. It could be. I could be heading... I thought I was... Oh. All right. Well, if we're gonna have to... No. If we could choose the correct tool, that'd be good. It's like, if I'm gonna be mining this to get through anyway, then I may as well use fortune, because efficiency, I say, as some of it falls into lava. It's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Need to get Vintage Story at some point. That has seasons in its vanilla game. Oh, I don't know if I've heard of Vintage Story. Is it... Well, I was gonna ask, is it something? But no, what is Vintage Story? I don't think I've heard of it. The title sounds like something I would enjoy. Okay. No, I think this is a different Nether Fortress. If it's the same one, it's a good, like, 400 blocks away from the first one. So it's like an enormous Nether Fortress. Of course, I say that, maybe by the time I get to the Nether Fortress, it'll be closer. But, I appreciate that the game is like, no, keep going to the Nether Fortress. No, keep going to a Nether Fortress. You wanna biome hunt? Go to the Nether Fortress. That's in a biome. Because this is like the third time that I've approached a Nether Fortress in this hunt for biomes. Okay, let's see. Oh, is this... Wait. Okay, all right, here we go. Nope, that's not. All right. How do I want to... Let's go this way. And if a wither skeleton drops on me and I immediately perish, then, you know, then the Minecraft gods have answered. Okay, where's... It's appeared hollow. It doesn't appear hollow anymore. I'm not encouraged by the sound of blazes. Okay. Feel like... Oh. Do I? Oh, because I perished. Hold on. I'm gonna... Nope. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna do this again. Not because I need it, but so that you guys can see what I'm doing in a Nether Fortress. Okay, let's see. Oh, right. Well. Okay. Oh, that's fine. It's fine. So the original Nether Fortress is like 400 blocks this way. Oh, I should eat something, shouldn't I? I should eat something. I should maybe eat something before I succumb to blazes. Okay, all right, we have another chest. We're gonna get these here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna investigate. Oh, is this still Sand Valley? That looks like particles for, or oh, maybe it's Basalt Delta. There's another saddle. So many saddles. I mean, admittedly, I've only found 2 this stream, but I've only opened up 2 chests. So, you know, the fact that it's happened twice is actually pretty impressive. Let's see, third time saddle? Third time saddle. My saddle luck is ongoing. Okay, so I think this might be a different fortress because the other fortress is like 500 blocks that way. So if it is the same fortress, it's enormous. Is this where I came from? Maybe? Yeah, okay. I don't really want to go where the blaze is. Part of me wants to see if I can get to the other Nether Fortress from here, just because I'm curious. Ah! I'm impressed that I had that amount of reaction time. I feel like that was pretty good. Okay, alright. Well, I've killed a wither skeleton, so that's pretty good. It's a game that's a bit like Terra Firma Craft. It started off as a Minecraft mod called Vintage Craft, but then the mod maker decided it made more sense as its own game. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to take a look. Posted a clip of it in the Discord a while back. Oh, how it handled how it handled the charcoal making. Okay. I do remember that. You guys coming this way? No? At me, bro. I say, this is a silly thing to do. But, you know, it's fine. Maybe I'll get super lucky and without any looting or anything, I'll get a wither skeleton head. There's no way that's gonna happen. That's just categorically not gonna happen. Okay, all right. I want to get that way. Was another guy here? No, okay, all right, let's go this way. Mostly because if this, oh, that's another blaze spawner. Okay, well. Yeah, I think it might be safe to say that this is a different nether fortress that's only a couple hundred blocks away from the first nether fortress. Oh, hello. Hi, sorry, didn't realize you were down here. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. At this point, similar to before, I'm resigned to it. Just trying to get blaze rods on my way out. Like, I don't know. All right. Okay. So. Oh, and I still got 2. So that's pretty good. I love that I've like run in and basically like nonsensed my way through blazes, and I have ended up with 4 blaze rods. No looting, just luck. Unless I moved my blaze rods, unless those are the ones from before. That's possible. Here, let me check. Because I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure I didn't have blaze rods. I'm pretty sure I moved them into the... Yeah, see? 4 blaze rods. So, you know, you don't have to be good at the game. You just have to use some reckless abandon. And, you know, sometimes chaos will reward you. Right. I am feeling a certain amount of pain in my hip. Again, which is great. I love that that's happening. It's so much fun. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream there. I might take a poll in the Discord. So for those of you who aren't in the Discord, I have an official Discord. I think a lot of you are already in there, but just in case anybody is lurking or and such, there's no pressure to join Discord. But you're welcome to if you want. And there's also, thank you, Dragon. There's also my social links and also a link to my YouTube channel where I recently posted a video on how to build archaeologically accurate Egyptian pyramids in Minecraft, which is a whole thing. There's a lot more to it than you might think. So yeah, gotta jump and start work. Have a good one. No worries, Harold. I hope work is good. We're gonna be ending stream anyway. We're gonna raid Tadpole Milk because he's doing a subathon just now. So we will do that. But yeah, the YouTube channel, I just released that video. So if you're wanting more ArchaeoPlays content, go to YouTube. The latest, that video is an hour long. It's like an hour-long documentary on Egyptian pyramids. And yeah, there's some stuff to keep an eye out for as we get into the new year. But otherwise, I will see you guys on Thursday. The good news about my hip semi-exploding today is that it won't be semi-exploding on Thursday. Touch wood, hopefully, please. I realized I shouldn't say that without it could jinx it. My body might be like, challenge accepted. But yeah, so it gotta love automatics. ArchaeoPlays, nice. I mean, I can argue. I can argue things sometimes. A lot of it's a thing. I could do it. But yes. Oh, and yes, because I'm not partner, it doesn't let other people it doesn't let me do a raid message command, but that's the raid message. I'm gonna set up here. Let me go to chatting. I'm gonna set up a raid to go and say hi to Tadpole, who is also currently in the Nether. He's been working on building a really cool Nether hub kind of thing. Well, it's like a Hall of Fame in the Nether where he's building an enormous wither that's like coming out of the lava. It's really cool. You should ask him about it. So that's our raid message. Use it if you like. And hold on, let me copy my own raid message. I can do that. And and I will set that raid up, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Thanks for keeping me company in the Nether. See you guys later. Bye.